Alright folks, Pitchingace88, and this is my 700 subscriber little video question and answer. Let's get started with this. First question is, what do you prefer, waffles or pancakes? But like my good friend Donkey says, in the morning I'm making waffles. So yeah, waffles are definitely, in my opinion, better than pancakes. Next question, what's your favorite game you have recorded? Great question. For fun, I'd have to say Resident Evil 4, but for the entertainment and where I feel like I did a better commentating job, that would have to be Mass Effect 2. Next question, what's your favorite game you haven't recorded? I felt this was a good question too. Also, you guys are going to use it in order to see what my next game is. But however, one of my favorite games is Majesty for the PC, but it is really tough because on the hard levels I have never been able to defeat it. So I can normally do, I think there's probably like 30 levels I've been able to complete 88 or 28, but I've never been able to complete the last two. So I'm always afraid to do a walkthrough where I'm not going to be able to complete everything. Next question, do you have any pets? And if yes, what are their names? I have a ton of pets. I'm only going to list the living ones because the ones that are dead, that'd be too long of a list. That'd be a video in and of itself. We have 5 turtles, desert turtles. Their names are Southpaw, Lorna, Lightning, Thunder, and William. We have 1 dog named Charlie, or his original name was Sir Charles. He's a Yorkie poo. We have a hellish cat named George, which I can't stand, but it's my sister's. We have a fish. I can't remember the name. It's like a koi. We have my sister has a snake named Camille, and they also have a bunny named Harvey. And they were very creative, and it's from the movie Harvey. So I thought that was cool. Next question: what recording and editing programs are you using? I use Fraps mostly to record everything. Camtasia I only have used on Roller Coaster Tycoon and some of the old DOS games I've played, just because Fraps doesn't go that far back. And also for the emulators, I also use Camtasia. But Vegas is for all the other ones. And then also when I record from consoles, I use Pinnacle Studio. That's just because it came with the Dazzle. I'd love to upgrade. If anyone has a better solution, because Tales of Symphonia is becoming very difficult to record because it's delaying so many frames that I'm having to restart like crazy. So if anyone has a better solution than Pinnacle Studio 12, let me know, and maybe I can start churning out some Tales of Symphonia a lot quicker. What is your favorite RPG? Any BioWare game. Anyone knows that. But other than that, I'd have to say Sudeki, just because that was the first game that I really played, that I really got into, and couldn't really stop playing. For some reason, I don't know, everyone says it got bad scores. One of these days I'm going to have to redo the game for better quality and stuff, because it's a really great game. And I really feel like I don't do it justice. I do okay, but the quality just isn't what it should be. What do you care for, your YouTube account or Game Anyone account? This is a good question too. I care about my YouTube account only because it helps with notoriety amongst other Let's Players. So when I'm trying to contact them to possibly either join the site or just kind of contact them and just kind of get to know them and just kind of network with some of the Let's Players, it helps because they'll look at your channel and they go, oh, okay, you have 700 subscribers. That's not bad. And then they look at my video count, and then they maybe will watch one of my later videos, hopefully, and they realize that I'm really I'm fairly professional in the way that I handle myself. One of the Frozen Foxy is probably one of the guys that that definitely helped me with. But it's also helped me with multiple other people who, especially people who will come to the site. They'll look at my portfolio of games and they'll maybe watch one, and it really helps. So I do like the YouTube account just for the subscribers. But Game Anyone is a site that I'd probably put all of my eggs in one basket, just because I really feel it is a good site. It's run really well. There are some hiccups at times, but that's just because when you have that many people and that many great people there, you're gonna have a little bit of dissension within the ranks. But I mean, I've been there for 6 to 9 months, and there has been some turbulence, but we all normally seem to work it out, and we're all pretty cool. And uh, it's just like any other thing in real life. I mean, you just kind of got to go with it. But I really hope that that site becomes successful. Uh, so yeah, and I prefer people to put comments over there because I gain experience if you guys put comments over there. So I will respond actually on YouTube and Game Anyone. But if you're wondering like which one would benefit me more, if you want to help me out, it would definitely be to put comments over on Game Anyone. Uh, what is your favorite movie and why? Good stuff, man. I love talking about movies. Movies are my life. I love movies. I love sports. I really don't know how I have a life with doing all the other stuff. But anyways, Shawshank Redemption because of the story. Bull Durham for baseball reasons. Happy Gilmore for comedy. But because I am a movie freak and I try and watch as much stuff as I can. I mean, I just watched like Leaving Las Vegas yesterday just because it was on IFC, Independent Film Channel, which is pretty cool that we get. But they also introduced me to some movies like The Whackness and Guide to Recognizing Your Saints, which I really found as really cool, in-depth movies. And I also like Boondock Saints. So a lot of these independent films that have a lot of depth to them, in my opinion, and talk about more of real life and put a big, not Hollywood spin on it. I really enjoy those types of movies. Let's see. Next question is, what's your favorite style of games? I'd say games where the combat is challenging and evolving and the story draws you in. I hate games that seem repetitive. Like in Sudeki I can think of, and Tales of Symphonia, I really like the combat system because they're combo based, but you don't have to use combos. But it's almost like it's an easy pick up and play game, but in order to master it and really thrive in the game, you really have to put time into memorizing stuff. So it's kind of like Super Street Fighter, but I really don't like that because there's no story involved, really. There's no like long Let's Plays. Next question, what's the toughest game you've ever played? Zumas Revenge, you all know that. It's the only game that got me swearing. I mean, Resident Evil 4 got me swearing, but that was just because I was scared. Zumas Revenge got me swearing because I was pissed. But no, Majesty. I know it's becoming kind of repetitive in terms of mentioning that game, and you guys might be looking it up, but I may play a little bit of it and post it up in after school is over because I'll have more time. But no, that game is really, really fun, really, really hard, really difficult because it's like a sim, but you can't control the creatures. So it gets very difficult near the hard parts because you can't. Your characters will just run in and get killed within an instant, and you get screwed. And the next question is, what is one of your favorite games that you might think of playing or posting? Again, Majesty, possibly. But no, Frozen Foxy and I were talking about The Bard's Tale, and he has just started that Let's Play. And I might actually just do that game just because I really enjoy that game. But it's going to be tough because he has good commentary. But he seems to be going the evil, snarky route. So I'd try and be maybe the good route. But no, that's definitely a game that is not on YouTube that should be. It's got great music and everything, great stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to check out that game or see what it's a little bit like, Frozen Foxy, he's going to be a director on Game Anyone really soon. It'll probably be featured there within the next week or two. But you can go over to his channel and check it out. What is your favorite food? Any Italian food, from lasagna to spaghetti to fettuccine alfredo. I even like Mexican food. I mean, I like everything basically, even Chinese food. I mean, I'm crazy at all the stuff I like. What consoles do you own? I own the Dreamcast, Sega Genesis, Wii, Xbox, Xbox 360, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, DS, and then some of those are my sisters though, like the Game Boy, DS, Wii is the family, GameCube, PS2 are hers. Mine are basically Dreamcast, Genesis, Xbox, and Xbox 360. And then the final question that I got was, where do you live? Like I said, I have no problem letting people know like the vicinity of where I live. I live in Southern California. I'm an Angels fan, so in terms of I'm not a Dodgers fan and I'm not a Padres fan, so that encompasses a good 200-mile radius, maybe 300-mile radius, which is fine. I mean, this is the internet, so you're not really supposed to hone everything in. So yeah, 700 subscribers, dang man, that's pretty impressive. Again, I'd still like to get 1,000 before my 1 year, which is in the end of June. But hey, let's keep going with that. So yeah, so this has been the first part of a question and answer. I might be doing this for the next one as well. It has been Pitchingace88. I will see you all next time. Over and out.